Hello and welcome wherever you are in the world watching us. This is Sports This Morning, reaching you live from Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Austin Okonakpan. Welcome on board Action-Packed World of Sports. Where are we this morning? NFF Drama Series 11. Yes, that's what it is. And the NFF Secretariat in Abuja has been christened a no-go area, particularly for outgoing President Aminu Megari. And also, the Court of Arbitration for Sports has rejected the appeal filed by 8 FA chairmen. They say that it has no subject. We're still keeping an eye on the drama series going on in the Nigerian Football Federation. I will continue to keep you updated. Back to the field of play. It wasn't a good outing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria as Coach Stephen Keshi and his team continue to struggle. In South Africa, the game ended South Africa 0, Nigeria 0. But the Super Eagles lacked all form of creativity to actually impress. They didn't even show that they're champions of Africa. That team still not flying yet. We'll let you know all that happened right there in Cape Town. We're still staying in South Africa, but this time it's Judgment Day as we speak. The trial for Oscar Pistorius is ongoing after 41 days of tears, anguish, and at times gruesome testimony in the Pretoria High Court. Oscar Pistorius, the double amputee who became one of the biggest names in athletics, arrived at court this morning to learn whether he will spend the next 25 years behind bars. Tough one, Judgment Day for Oscar Pistorius. Let's take you back to Cape Town and let you see some of the highlights from that game between Nigeria and South Africa. A lot of fans are not happy. They say what's going on with Nigerian football. We'll talk about it when we return. Stay.
Take your run when the ball's passed. He's got the pace.
He's got plenty of pace. There is Matlaba. Musa gets the better of him. Ball inside, chance for Nigeria, cleared off the line by Matoho. Osagwana inches away from the opening goal tonight. Goalkeeper was beaten. Matoho came up trumps.
Now you have a look here. Doesn't close down Musa enough. Not tight enough. He get across him.
Now Vilakazi. Ranti on the run. This time the flag stays down. Tokelo Ranti with a chance to win it. Save from goalkeeper Ejire. Manisa. Chance again. Ranti, they're queuing up. Now the shot from Jane, and still it doesn't go in. Tokelo Ranti, where he was one-on-one with the keeper, spread himself nice and large, but that was a mistake from Nigeria. Manisa able to punish it. That first touch perhaps let the party down.
Yeah, I should have hit it first time.
And then Jali tried as well. Look at the crowd. Is the 3 minutes of stoppage time up now as well. The final whistle is gone. It's ended here in the bonus straw. A point apiece.
Yeah, Mark, Bafana, very impressive in the first half.
It started, and then before we could blink, it ended Nigeria 0, South Africa 0. No goals, but there's been a lot, believe when I say a lot of talking points from that game. Congo defeated Sudan by 2-0 in Brazzaville, so they topped the Group A table with 6 points. South Africa played a draw with Nigeria. They're now second on the Group A table with 4 points. The Super Eagles, defending champions of the Cup of Nations, they sit on third with 1 point, and then Sudan has no points. That's how it is now. Super Eagles walking on a tightrope towards qualification for the 2015 African Cup of Nations that will take place in Morocco. We'll talk about it, but want you to also be part of the discussion. I've been getting loads of comments, questions, and even some people want to become Coach Stephen Keshi. We'll talk about it this morning on the program. You can talk to us on Twitter, our channels_sports, and on Facebook with channels-sports. That's the feedback mechanisms right there on your screen. What are you talking about? Remember, I also told you that the drama in the Nigerian Football Federation continues. This time, the Secretariat has been christened a no-go area, particularly for outgoing President Aminu Megari. We'll see what comes out of all of this drama. NFF Drama Series 11 also told you that it's Judgment Day for Oscar Pistorius. As we speak, the judge is reading out all that has been, collected during the hearings of his trial, and then today he will find out if he will still be a free man or go behind bars. Sports this morning on Channels Television. Welcome on board. Cosmos Chukwuemeka joins us now on the program. Cosmos, it's good to have you on the show.
Yeah, good morning, Austin. It's good to be on the show again after a while. Well, so much to talk about this morning from the Super Eagles match in Cape Town, like you said, and of course the leadership crisis in Abuja, going back to South Africa in Pretoria, where Oscar Pistorius would know if he's going to spend the latter part of his life in jail. So much to talk about, and definitely we're going to do all the best that we can this morning.
And because you just said so much to talk about, I totally agree. So I'll leave the NFF leadership crisis. We'll talk about them in NFF Drama Series 12. For 11, I just want you to know that CAS has rejected the appeal filed by 8 FA chairmen, and then the NFF Secretariat in Abuja has been christening the no-go area. The man on your screen, Aminu Megari, they said they don't do the same there anymore. I'm just here to talk about all of this drama going on. NFF Drama Series 11. Tomorrow, we'll talk about Drama Series 12. Well, let's talk about that game between Nigeria and South Africa. The Super Eagles got into that game with so much expectations. We're waiting. Nigerians were believing. Of course, they're current champions. They should show remorse for losing to Congo. And then we didn't see that sort of play we're expecting.
We're not saying that kind of play. I was telling somebody this morning that if they had played a bit better than the way they played against Congo, probably they would have won the match. But yesterday it was below average. If I'm going to rate them on a scale of 1 to 100 percentage, I'm going to give them less than 20%.
Less than 20%.
That was a woeful performance by the Super Eagles of Nigeria. You know, it's so bad. For me,
about the only clear chance.
For me, I did not see any tactical acumen from Coach Stephen Keshi. As far as I'm concerned, I felt he brought out a good side. He tried to play with a 4-2-3-1 formation, trying as much as possible to see if Mikel and Onaze can be able to stop the pace of the South Africans, and maybe make Nosai able to try as much as possible to, help the attack of Emenike and Bola Salami. But then that was not what came into play. Bola Salami was off on the day. Nosai Gebo, I did not know what happened to him. Then I am wondering, John Mikel Obi, what is wrong with him? Passes were wrong. He couldn't get his passes straight. And the South Africans, they had a game plan. They knew that Nigeria would be able to pass the ball around. And what they did was that they wanted to take Nigeria on the counter, but then it was the other way around. For me, they even did their formation well. They played with the same formation as well. Gene Foreman disturbed the midfield, did not allow the ball to get into the attack, and that adjusted. And Pokelo came into the second half. That is good changing by Mashaba. Shakes Mashaba came into the second half for Indulala. Indulala did not have a good game in the first half, and when he came in, you saw what happened, and it disturbed the defense. Had a clear chance, probably the best chance of the night on the part of South Africa, and it just had to take God for them to end in a goalless way. If it was a defeat for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, it would have been a disaster.
Let me tell you what you do not know. That South African team is very young. Shakes Mashaba believes that team can go places.
Definitely.
We saw Vilakazi making those runs, actually opening to spaces. And then I'll just read you through the starting list of the Super Eagles, and then we'll rate these players, because we're trying to find out what's going on. There's Austin Ejide in goal for Nigeria in the absence of skipper of the side, Vincent Enyama. There was Elders in Echejile who is returning. Remember, he missed out of the 2014 FIFA World Cup due to injury. There was Efe Ambrose, there's Kenneth Omeru, Godfrey Obwabuna. The regular defensive titans. No excuses. Okay, we had Eddie Ogenyo Nazi in midfield. John Mikel Obi. He has a lot of questions to answer as what's going on as regards playing for Nigeria. And Nosai Gebo, I believe, is a welcome development for him to be back in the team, and he's doing well whenever he has a chance to do so. There was Ahmed Musa, Bola Salami, and then Emmanuel Emenike. I want to start from where I ended. Emmanuel Emenike, rate him 1 to 10. What did he do yesterday?
On a scale of 1 to 10, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to give him probably 5. And now, it is not his fault. the balls were not coming from the midfield. It wasn't getting those kind of deliveries that you would get from the midfield. And that was why sometimes it will come into the midfield, get the ball, go to the wing, try as much as possible to take the wing. But then the South Africans, they know that he's a kind of power player. He's going to use his size and his speed and everything to try to enter, and they make sure they curtailed it. So I'm not blaming him. As far as I'm concerned, he had a good game, average game. So 5 over 10, if I'm going to rate him on a scale of 1 to 10. 5 over 10,
Emmanuel Emenike making those runs, but then they counted for nothing. You spoke about Bola on Salami and that he was off. I totally agree. Maybe because, like for like, he has the same power play with Emenike. So that's the defensive deficiency the tactical deficiency that we always
that's what we're
about
talking about
in the Super Eagles at the moment. So let's not talk about Bola Salami and just move to this man Ahmed Musa. A lot of acceleration, little breaks.
Yeah, you just said it. He has the speed, but then he doesn't have the control to calm the game down, try as much as possible to use his speed with sense and all that. You know, Ahmed Musa is a kind of, he has the potential to be like a Tijani Babangida or even a Pius Ikedia. Now these are players that they have speed and they have control, but then he did not have that. But for me, he was one of the best players for the Super Eagles of Nigeria that's on the night. If I'm going to rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give him 7.
7 Ahmed Musa.
Yeah.
If only those runs were actually coming in the same way Victor Moses takes the ball and then tries to go into that yard where you can commit defenders to either bring you down or Ahmed Musa produces sort of curve we saw against Argentina. 7 over 10. Cool. I want to go to Twitter. We're getting loads and loads of messages. Mike Ezonwoko says it's either the players need a new coach or the coach need new players.
Players need new coach. I don't think so. I think maybe there was no time enough for Stephen Keshi to be able to bring in what he wants to bring in. You're saying new coach.
We kept on saying Coach Stephen Keshi picked this team, and I want to believe Coach Stephen Keshi picked.
We want to believe that,
but there's still a lot going on. As it does, it comes to me like he doesn't know the players, because it was all right to bring Sonny Aluko because we were missing intelligence moving forward. It's cool. But not a Nosai Gebo to leave.
Well, not a Nosai Gebo to leave. As far as I'm concerned, you would have removed Nosai Gebo because, okay, Nosai Gebo had a good first
and what is wrong with taking off John Mikelobi?
Wow. That is what I'm asking myself. Why not just take off Mikelobi? As far as I'm concerned, you would have even brought in an Oduamade. Yes. Probably play Nosai Gebo together with Onazi. Then make Oduamade to be the creative guy there, because there's no creative guy or there's no creative person like or who would be able to take over Mikelobi on the bench on the night. So I felt, why not bring in Oduamade, because you keep playing this guy and it keeps disappointing. The last time, I will say it, the last time John Mikelobi had a good game for the Super Eagles of Nigeria was in that first leg of the World Cup qualifier, the last one against Ethiopia in Addis Ababa. As far as I'm concerned, the next game against Ethiopia in Calabar, it was off. Against Italy, Pirlo was just over him, and we could go on and on again. So for me, why not bench this guy? Like, just show him that you are not you're expendable, for goodness sake.
Cosmos, you have to calm down. You need to calm down. And I know
what I'm saying.
I'll just make Cosmos calm down with these messages that I'm getting from you on Twitter and on Facebook. Keep them coming.